Very good afternoon, teacher. My name is Inkwang. I'm going to talking about the Frank Republic and the Kingdom of Cambodia. And my topic is have divided into five parts. Is the first one is introduction. The second is the Frank Republic of the Kingdom of Cambodia, history background, political system and political reason, political party and election. Worldwide politicization is the most best that land one country to become peaceful and development in society. Create law to discipline human. So we just want to comprehend our country, mean the Kingdom of Cambodia and the Frank Republic. Let me show you about the Frank Republic first. Okay. The Frank Republic was founded on 22 September 1792 during the Frank Revolution. The First Republic lasted until the declaration of the first emperor in 1804 under Napoleon. Although, although the form of the government changed over time. And our Kingdom of Cambodia, what is different from each other? It means we have changed over time too because of the war, of the populism, of the loyal of Khmer Republic until now. Let's look at the flag and see about the meaning is in present form was originally adopted in 1948 and redoubled in 1993 after the Constitution. Assembly election in 1993 and restoration of the Cambodian monarchy. Let me show you more and more about political system and political reason. In France, the Constitution provides for a separation of the power and proclaim frank extraction to the right of the man and the principle of the nation or the national as defined by the Declaration of 1989. The political system of France consists of an executive branch, a legislative branch, and the judicial branch. What is legislative? Legislative is exercised by the President of the Republic and the government. Not more, not much. The politics of rank take place with a framework of a semi-presidential system determined by the French Constitution of the French Fifth Republic. The nation declared itself to be an innovation, secure, democratic, and social republic. After all, after like it nothing much. Executive branch has a semi-president as a prime minister. The prime minister is responsible on the French parliament. Legislative branch is the parliament of France making up to the concept of two houses, the National Assembly and the Senate. The Assembly is the preeminent body. And furthermore, the judicial branch is French law. Provide of the separation of judicial branch with an independent judiciary which does not answer to or indirectly controlled by the other two branches of government. Okay, let me show you about our Cambodia region. What does our Cambodia region or what political system have? Political of Cambodia are defined within the framework of constitutional monarchy in which the king serves as the head of state, but he don't involved with monarchy, with the senate or with the government. It means that the prime minister is the head of the government. The system of politics followed by the senate and National Assembly's executive power is exercised by the royal government on the behalf of or with the consent of the monarchy. The government is consisted of the Council of Ministers headed by the Prime Minister. Not as much as long as well you know. Political of Cambodia have been changed for many times. During Khmer Republic, as I told you before, Khmer rules till now. Our constitutional law have been changed for a few since 1993 until nowadays. It means the Kingdom of Cambodia redirected here for the commuted state led by Pol Pot, Democratic Cambodia for the second command state, People Republic of the Cambodia. Further and furthermore, the Constitution proclaimed the Liberi's multiple-party demography in which power are developed to execute the judiciaries and legislature. However, what is not effect opposition to the Prime Minister Hun Sen, who has power since 1984. Furthermore, the government charter declared Cambodia to be independent, peaceful, preeminently neutral, and non-elite state. Executive power is exercised by the royal government on the behalf with the consist of the monarchy. The government is the council of the Prime Minister, headed by the Prime Minister, and the Prime Minister is in his function by the member of the council, such as this Prime Minister, Senior Prime Minister, and the other Prime Minister. Legislative of the National Republic, which is a power, vote on the draft of law. And look at the picture. Even it is a Prime Minister, he is a Prime Minister, and the Prime Minister have a Senate, have a National Republic. They have divided, but the Prime Minister, he is the biggest one. He control a lot of things, have a lot of work to do. Even we like Senate create the law, and the National Assembly is to collaborate with the friend, to collaborate with the other countries, etc. etc. Okay. What is the political party and election of the frank? Well, as you know, election is frank is a representative democracy frank election on the national level of head of the state, the president, and the legislature. The president is elected for 5 year term previously 7 year directly by the Greek side. The parliament has two chambers. The first one, National Assemblies have 577 members. Election for 5 year term in a single set. Constitution directly by the Greek side. The Senate has 348 members, selected by 6 year term. So 328 members are elected by the electoral representative from the age of 96 department in Frank, 8 of which elected from the independencies and 12 of which elected by the Frank Assemblies of the Frank Design Board, which have replaced the High Council of the Frank Design Board, and 155 member assembly elected by the criticized living abroad. It's not much more about our election, but as well as you know, when we're talking about election, well, as you know, Frank politics has originally displaced some characteristic a two-party system in which power between relatively stable each being led by a major party. One like on the left, the Socialist Party on the right. like we call it like France has a multi-party system, which means the several political parties must form coalition in order of the front government. This is because it would be very difficult for any one party to win the majorities of the seats in the French National Assembly since 1980s. There have been two major coalitions. One is coalition of the right-wing party, and the other is coalition of the right-wing party. Right-wing is national rally, national nationalism, conservation, Europe, or the Republican promote conservation, liberal and other more the union, the population, and the moreover and the more on. Let me tell you more. What is this? Oh my God. Sorry. And let's see about our Cambodia. A spirit body called is the constitutional council was established to provide interpretation to provide of the constitution and the law, and also resolve dispute related to the election of the member of the legislature, like the Parliament of the Kingdom of Cambodia is the Cambodia is composed of 187 member, 125 member, and 62 senator. Parliament have two chambers. The National Assembly of the Cambodia have 125 member election for 5 years, term by proportional representation. The Senate of Cambodia have 62 members, two have been appointed by the king and two other by the National Assembly, and the rest election by the Common Council and the member of national like assemblies. Well, last but not least, political system has parliamentary system that consists that. Okay, thank you, teacher, for listening to me carefully. Sorry for mistake and my bad at pronunciation.